For a great cup of joe, there's one thing you should know. Your morning brew can also be playful. Buff Boy Brewing guys make the temperature rise, and you surely feel naughty when you swallow our coffee. If you want some real heat, give your mouth a fine treat. You will want some more, rest assured. Buff Boy Brewing, you can't get enough of.
It's time for The Scribble, your weekly fix of celebrity chats, bizarre stories in the news, and basic random chatter with best-selling author and syndicated radio host Jeremy Bradley. Make sure your seat is in the upright and locked position and your barf bag is securely in place. Here's Jeremy Bradley.
Thank you very much, Larson. Jeremy Bradley here. This is indeed The Scribble. He wasn't lying to you. I was just about to say fresh off the boat. I'm fresh off the plane, actually. We were just in Yukon in northern Canada, up by Alaska, for the Sourdough Rendezvous Festival, and it wrapped up last weekend. But we've got the highlights for you on the podcast today. In case you missed those live radio broadcasts from On the Ground, we've got some of the segments in the audio for you here today. You can also go to winter.jbonair.com to hear it all. Winter.jbonair.com, actually to hear it and see it all, because we've got the pictures and even some video on there as well. Winter.jbonair.com. So coming up on the show today, we are talking with a couple of the teams that were in the snow sculpture competition, which was really cool, and the significance that Team Yukon, the local team, had for their sculpture this year. They weren't competing, but they did have a different meaning really in their hearts this year. You'll hear that coming up in just a little bit. And also I ran into a family of Aussies that was experiencing Canada's snow and winter for the first time. You'll hear what I did with them out on a lake in the middle of the night. That is coming up. And so it's a jam-packed show. And also, by the way, I talked with the Queen. The Queen was there. The Queen Mum of the festival, not the actual one. But it was great to chat with her. There was a variety show and some talent competition, essentially, is what it was. And again, those videos and pictures are at winter.jbonair.com. We're taking you to Yukon right after this.
Airfares go up and down more than planes themselves. Pricerazzi.travel has you covered when flight prices change on Expedia.com. If the prices drop, you'll be sure to know about it. There's already so much to remember when you travel, and you shouldn't have to worry about paying more than you needed to on your flights. Let Pricerazzi.travel keep an eye on that for you. Your biggest concern should be if you've packed enough money to buy all the trinkets you really don't need, or if your swimsuit shows off enough skin in all the right places, or that while you are away, the kids have enough food in the kennel and that the dogs get to school on time. Wait, flip those last two. Simply register your email address with Pricerazzi.travel and then book your flights on Expedia.com. Your itineraries are automatically sent to Pricerazzi, and you could do your happy dance if the flight becomes cheaper in 24 hours. Better yet, you could actually end up flying for free. And who doesn't love free, right? Find out how to save on your Expedia flights at Pricerazzi.travel. Avoid bank account turbulence and sign up now at Pricerazzi.travel.
All right, Jeremy Bradley here, once again live from the Yukon Sourdough Rendezvous Festival. I said they could have come up with a longer name for this thing. And we're at the snow sculpture. It is a competition, but we're standing here at Team Yukon's sculpture, but apparently not competing this year. Why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Nolan Mountain.
And Nolan, we're in front of the sculpture, and there's a bit of significance I've heard about what this means to your team this year.
So one of our great friends, Mike Lane, he was very involved in snow carving. He was on our team for several years, and he passed away this January. So this piece is a tribute to Mike Lane. On the front is his face, and Mike was always very involved with the snow carving, loved the kids, so we wanted to incorporate a way to bring the kids into the snow sculpture. So we have, on one side, we have stairs going up and the slide going down the other, and so kids all day, you can see them running up and down.
You say incorporate them into the sculpture. Literally, people are posing for pictures.
On the back, we have, cutouts of kid-sized cutouts that they stand in, take pictures. Yeah, so, we just wanted to bring the crowd in on this one and really make Mike shine.
We're big kids. Why don't we get a picture? Let's do this, right? We didn't talk about this. Let's do a picture in here. We got the ladder. Okay. So again, we can check out the information on our website at winter.jbonair.com. All the fun that we're having here in Yukon at the Sourdough Rendezvous Festival. I'm just going to get into the sculpture here with Nolan. Where can we go? Which one do you want? I'll take this one. Okay.
I'll go
oh boy, if we can even fit in. All right, there we go. We'll do a picture. We'll get that up. I'm going to break my back, but I'm good. Here we are. We're live on the radio inside a snow sculpture in Yukon. Just getting a picture here. And again, it's winter.jbonair.com if you want to check out all of the fun that we're having here. You're kind of far away from me, Nolan, right now, but I want to ask what else you're doing here while the festival's happening.
I'm really just doing the snow sculpting. There's a lot of events going on down here, though. Myself, I'm just trying to focus on this piece.
This is a big deal for you, yeah. So if you were to recommend for a tourist like me who's new to the area, what would you suggest I do during the festival, aside from this, of course?
There's lots of things down to do here at shipyards. There's Cabana Souk. There's a bunch of tents just offering different things, so I'd go and check them out.
Definitely something for everyone. Well, thank you so much, and our thoughts and prayers are with your team and your friends, and we do appreciate you taking the time today.
Thank you.
Ever had something to get off your chest but never had the balls to say it? That's a load of crap. Speak Free with JB.com is exactly what you've been waiting for. Your chance to tell it like it is and not care what anybody else thinks. Have your say on issues of the day. Join newspaper and radio columnist Jeremy Bradley as he tells it like it is. Hundreds of thousands of people have stopped by, including some well-known celebrities who have had a chat with JB and speak candidly about what's really going on in the world. You can join them too. Have a rant or a rave. Be brave and head on over to www.speakfreewithjb.com now.
Jeremy Bradley here, once again reporting live from the Sourdough Rendezvous Festival here in Yukon, and we're still at the snow sculptures. And I'm joined by one of the teams here. Wong, where are you from?
I'm from China.
China. We've got a translator here just in case we do need that assistance. And so in China, I mean, the weather, do you get this kind of snow and temperatures like we have here?
我们那个天气跟这个温度都是差不多的，但是我觉得这里面更晴朗一些。
In fact, he's from Harbin, so the weather there in the city is almost the same in here. But here, the sky is blue.
Yes. And so you're here in Yukon in northern Canada. This is incredible because there's people from all over the world. How did you get involved in this here?
他说，这边是玉空，然后这边有很多来自世界各地的人。然后你是怎么来到这边的？
我们团队呢一直是在不同的国家参加这个国际的雪雕比赛，然后呢有一定的影响力，然后当地的主办方呢邀请我们过来。
So he's been participating in different events like this. So the organizer invited him here to Yukon to participate in this event.
So have you done this all over the world then, or where do you do this?
你还去过其他什么地方？
我们去过意大利，去过日本，去过俄罗斯，然后也去过加拿大的魁北克，还去过拉脱维亚，对这些国家。
So he's been to a couple of countries like Russia, Italy, Quebec City in Canada, Japan too. So yeah.
Okay. So after this snow sculpture, are you checking out any other things at the festival? What else are you doing while you're here?
在这个比赛之后，你还会在这边做什么？逛一下吗？还是有什么其他打算？
我觉得这是一个非常漂亮的一个城市。那么比完赛以后呢，我们会去泡泡温泉，看看极光，然后感受一下这个美丽的小城。
Oh, you're laughing. This is going to be good. I can't wait to hear it.
Oh yeah, he was saying that this is a very nice city, nice little city. So they are planning to probably to take the chance to have a look at the Northern Light or the hot spring here.
Yes, I've heard about those. Oh, that should be a good time. Well, thank you so much for talking with us. This is a beautiful sculpture. We've got the pictures on our website at winter.jbonair.com. Well, good luck in the competition. This is a competition, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck. Thank you so much for joining us.
感谢您接受他们的采访，然后祝你们好运。
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
very
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy that you wait for payday, but before you know it, you're strapped for cash again? It's time to stop blowing your money and become a smart spender with the book, The Official Guide to Being an American Cheapskate at cheapskatebook.com. Learn simple ways to cut costs at home every day and during special times of the year. Don't go broke at Christmas. Don't remortgage the house for a fancy vacation. The book is filled with tips to save you money throughout the year. Check out the best-selling book, The Official Guide to Being an American Cheapskate at cheapskatebook.com or on Amazon and iTunes.
Jeremy Bradley here in the heart of Whitehorse, Yukon, having a great time at the Sourdough Rendezvous Festival. We've got all the coverage at winter.jbonair.com. This is our third visit to Yukon for the show. It's been great because the festival now is this talent competition. I'm with the Queen Mom. This is really cool. Not the Queen Mom you might be thinking about, but she is the Queen Mom of the festival, right, Margie?
That's true. I am the Yukon Sourdough Rendezvous Queen Mom. I am the mentor for
That didn't fit on the sash, though, the whole name.
Nope. Got to shorten that down. We went very British this year with the mum.
Yes.
So basically I'm the mentor. I assist the girls in preparing for the competition. We prepare starting 3 months out, middle of November type time, and we go over all of the sort of the rituals and things that go on during the festival and try to prepare them. There are several scored events. The main one, the hardest one, being their 2-minute time speech that they give, but we do a fashion show. Today we're here at the variety show. There was a luncheon yesterday where we hit, on the spot, ask them questions, see how they react to impromptu type questions. Wow, what else? And then tomorrow night we have the coronation ball. So that is the celebration of the work that these ladies have done, because not only were they learning all of this, but they're also selling the rendezvous raffle tickets, which essentially ensure that all the kids events remain free every year, as well as it assists in the whole festival in being able to happen each year. It's where we get our foundation and start from.
Good cause too. Great prizes. Dog mushing. I think there was a few really cool things.
Oh yeah, we've got the Holland America cruise. There's Lumel Studios in there for a hot date night for 2. We got Alcan Air for 9 people. You can take a sightseeing tour. So there's some really, really great prizes on there. And like I say, it's all in support of the festival as a whole.
So what happens then, when a person becomes Queen Mom? What is expected of her? What does she do throughout the course of the year? What is her role in the community then?
A lot of preparation. People think that this festival just happens over the course of a weekend and we just get together for a couple of days and work it all out. But actually, I started in this role back in March, I think it was, when we put together the Queen Manual, which we give to the candidates every year so that they know all the things that we expect from them. Then there's all of the event coordination. So in cooperation with other event coordinators, we have an entire committee, the Queen Committee, and so we decide what the events are going to look like, how we're going to handle all of them, and so Queen Mom kind of oversees that along with her board champion. So it takes a team, a very large group of people to make it happen.
Well, does it come with a good pension? That's, I guess.
100% volunteer, but what I do get out of it is essentially a lot of pride and just feeling amazing about assisting these girls at whatever stage of their life that they're in, but each one of them grows in one way or another that by the end of the competition it really shines through and you get to see that confidence that builds and you empower them in so many ways, and so that to me, that's the thing that draws me back in.
And very talented young ladies. What is the age range for the people that are participating in this?
So, well, this year, and I don't usually ask that question, but they do have to be 19 years or older. So, I mean, this year we have 19 plus, all the way up to, I think, about 45, I want to say. Yeah.
Still young at heart. That's all that matters, right?
That is all that matters. We've had years where 70-year-old plus ladies have run in this competition and done very well.
I was going to say, they can work it if there's any group that knows how. So you were saying that they have a 2-minute sort of a speech that they have to prepare, like public speaking is part of it?
That's correct.
Should we put one of them on the spot and just randomly ask them some interview questions here? Can we do that or no?
Sure, I absolutely love that.
I love it. Okay, who can we grab? Let's find somebody. We're gonna get somebody. I'll let her explain what's going on. So winter.jbonair.com if you want to check out the fun we're having. Should we not even set it up? Just go right into it? We're just going to interview.
That's how we do it.
Okay, let's do it that way. I'm Jeremy Bradley. Nice to meet you.
Jeremy, nice to meet you. My name's Tala Grogan.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Miss McPherson Rentals.
I was going to say, so we're live on the radio right now, and again, winter.jbonair.com. So we're at the show here.
I'm on the spot now. I don't even know what to ask you. Tell me, how did you get involved? Why did you get involved?
Well, I've been here my entire life. I was born and raised in Whitehorse, just a couple blocks away from Shipyards Park, actually. And so I grew up watching Rendezvous and watching the Rendezvous Queen competition. And this year I just decided that this was going to be my year to get involved, and now I've got the bug and I'm just hooked.
So tell us about your involvement then.
So I'm running for Rendezvous Queen this year as Miss McPherson Rentals, and it's a huge involvement. The queens all gathered at the end of October, beginning of November, and we've had weekly meetings ever since. And we had to write speeches and prepare for interviews, both formal and impromptu. We all had to arrange a variety show act. We're learning ballroom dancing. You know, it's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
And we've got those pictures and some videos on our website, winter.jbonair.com. But for the people who aren't here, tell us what your act was.
Well, today I performed a ragtime piece on the piano called The Russian Rag by George L. Cobb, which is a playful little piece that makes fun of Rachmaninoff's Prelude in C-sharp minor for any classical buffs out there.
Give us some of the jokes.
Some of the jokes? Okay, well, which dog is the most musical dog? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do.
Well, that's, you know what, it was great because that you had to vamp, right? There was a bit of a technical problem, and you kept the crowd going. Like, that was awesome. Perfect for radio. If you want to get into broadcasting, I'm sure there's a place for you, right?
Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun today, and the rest of the ladies have some phenomenal acts. I'm just so excited to be a part of this year's running. There's 10 amazing women, well, 10 including myself, and they are all just phenomenal women. They've written amazing speeches, amazing variety show acts, and it's been so much fun. Thank you.
Well, good luck to you, and thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it. Thanks. Appreciate it. We've got a crowd gathered here. Can we talk to one or two more people, or everybody's... We've got some people watching. If they're not too shy, they can talk to us. Hi, I'm Jeremy Bradley. We're live on the radio right now. How are you?
Hi, I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Tamara Dawn Perzan. I'm Miss Sky Hotel.
Well, Tamara, tell us about the competition and what your role is this year.
Well, my role is I'm raising awareness for mental health issues. This is the third year that I've run for Rendezvous Queen, and it's been an amazing adventure so far.
What's the best part of it?
The camaraderie amongst the women themselves and getting to know the community.
And I guess when you can make a difference, right, and you're helping people, that also really makes it all the more special for you, right?
Absolutely. It's a really wonderful opportunity to get out there and raise awareness for some important issues like mental health for me, since I have post-traumatic stress disorder myself, as well as cyclical vomiting sickness and agoraphobia. So getting the word out there that it doesn't have to be something in the closet and it can be talked about, and there are so many positive ways to deal with it that it's an awesome thing to get out there in the community. Breaking
down those walls and squashing the stereotypes, right? That's a good thing to do.
Giving mental health issues a big old kick right in the stigma.
That's what you said, that's right. Are you originally from here?
No, I'm originally from Ontario. I moved here in 2002.
Okay, and so if you were to suggest one thing for a visitor to come and do at the festival this weekend, besides this, of course, what would it be?
To see the snow sculptures, the hair freezing contest at the Takini Hot Pools.
Okay, wait a second. Say that again.
The hair freezing contest at the Takini Hot Pools.
Okay.
It is an amazing event and a really cool Yukon tradition. You go out to the Takini Hot Pools and you dunk your hair and you come up and you freeze it into all sorts of different...
It's all outside, right?
Yeah, it's all outside. So
like instant freezing almost.
Yeah. And
You've done it, or?
I haven't done it myself, but a lot of people... She has.
Oh, yeah. It takes a while, but it's well worth it because the picture opportunities afterwards are amazing. And there's some great prizes, actually, to be won by the best display of frozen hair.
Okay, road trip, ladies. Are we going? Let's do it.
I'm
Absolutely.
down. I'm down.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck to you in the competition. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
All right. winter.jbonair.com. Everything from the Sourdough Rendezvous Festival here in Yukon.
Who are the Kardashians feuding with now? What did that little thug Justin Bieber do this time? Who's getting hitched? And who's headed for Splitsville? Hear the latest celebrity news and gossip every day on Entertainment Wrap-Up. The good, the bad, the ugly, but mostly the ridiculously hilarious. It's all recapped in this daily segment at entertainmentwrapup.com. Have a laugh at the expense of the rich and famous when they take themselves way too seriously. It's 3 minutes of time-wasting fun at entertainmentwrapup.com. Check out Entertainment Wrap-Up at entertainmentwrapup.com. Brought to you by Speak Free Books.
Jeremy Bradley here, back live from Yukon, and I've made Bunch of new friends. Let me count. 2, 4. How many friends did I make here, Michelle?
Well, you have 3 in your team, and there's how many total did we have? I think we had 14 dogs.
Oh, great
total
dogs.
Here today, yeah.
Why don't you tell everybody where we are first off?
We're right on Tagish Lake at Southern Lakes Resort, one of the most beautiful locations in the world. We have some of our favorite furry friends here and some beautiful weather and lots of people coming to visit. And
the view is kind of right?
Oh, yeah.
We've got the
mountains and snow.
Yeah, we've got the pictures on our website. It's winter.jbonair.com. I'm going to put you on the spot before we get into the hard-hitting questions.
Sure.
We know the names of all of the reindeer on Santa's sleigh.
Right.
Let's look at name all of them for me.
Okay,
Go.
sure. This is Ninja. Right over there is Mac. We have Indy, Finbear, Mai Tai, Scandic, Chisto, Malkin, Bonnie, Brute, Hazel, Nares, and Summit. And then we got Amazon behind there.
I'm going to check with somebody because you could be making that up and nobody would know.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I was getting some kisses from Mai Tai earlier. We got those pictures.
Mai Tai's lovely. Mai Tai's run the Yukon Quest and the Iditarod many times.
Let's talk about this because I heard there's an adventure coming up next week. And then just, was it the other week?
Yeah.
Again, what happened?
Yeah. Well, my husband just ran the 1,000-mile Yukon Quest. So a couple of the dogs were in his team. Mac and Amazon, they just finished the 1,000-mile Yukon Quest. He plays 5th. Next week, on Monday, I'm heading to the Iditarod, which is the 1,000-mile race from Anchorage to Nome.
Wow.
And some of the dogs here have done it before. Ninja, Mai Tai, Malkin. Some of these guys have done it before, so... Yeah.
What does it take to get them to do this? Because I've got a golden retriever and a lab cross. They would be running all over the place. These dogs stay in line with each other. They just want to run. Is there training? What do you do?
Yeah, well, we start them when they're about 6 months old in harness. These dogs are very, very driven to run, and they've been bred for many, many years to do this. People are always a little bit shocked when they see them because this is called the Alaskan Husky. It's a mixed breed. It's based on the native village dog or the Siberian, into which many different breeds were bred over many years for different qualities. Mm-hmm. So we don't breed them for a look per se, like a pedigreed dog.
Right.
We're all about what they can do athletically, but these guys live to run. And so they can, they like their job. You teach them what's expected of them, and then they can do it. These guys can easily run, once they're well trained, 10 hours straight at 10 miles an hour.
Okay, so let's talk about what we've been doing here, because I don't know many humans that can run this far.
Yeah, me neither.
So we started out, with the great view, as you said, here at the resort.
Yeah.
And so the dogs are getting hitched up, and we went quite a distance. We went on the lake, and we went through some trails.
Yeah, I think you did about almost 15 miles. Yeah. So what's that, 25K or so?
As you say, nothing for these dogs, though.
No, nothing for these guys. They live for it. It's not a big deal. Quite often we'll go out camping, do 200-mile trips. Yeah.
Just a road trip.
Yeah, exactly. They love to run.
Well, there's lots of outdoor excursions and adventures that people can do, I know, with your company. So if we wanted to check out more information, where can we do that?
You can check it out at taggishlakekennel.com or Yukon at winteradventures.com. And we offer a range of adventures, summer or winter.
I was going to say, so what do they do in the summer?
In the summer, we...
pulling boats. Are they pulling boats?
We use a side-by-side. We train them with a side-by-side.
Okay.
And we do educational talks, and we do short runs with them where people can see them in action, how much they love to run. And we can just keep explaining more about the gear and what they love to do.
I hear there's some really cool benefits and perks to their job because I think they eat better than I do.
They do. They have, let me think, they have lamb, tripe, beaver, fish. They have 2 types of fish. They
salmon
have
earlier, I think, was it?
Yeah, salmon, beef. They have all types of ranges of food. So, yeah. 2 different types of dry food. So we look at our dogs as athletes. I consider them elite athletes.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And they have supplements. They go to the chiropractor. They get massages. They get essential oils.
So they're treated better than I am, too. Exactly. My God, I'm in the wrong business.
I wish someone would do that for me. My back could use a rub.
Yeah. And I hear, is it 60-some dogs? How many dogs do you have?
About 60, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you know every one of their names?
Oh, for sure. They're all my kids. Yeah.
You must have an expensive Christmas bill, too, when the holidays roll around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no kidding.
What's the average age of these ones here, or just roughly?
This is quite a young group. I'd say the average age is about 3. Malkin is our oldest at 8. And then the youngest here would be the black kids, and they're just going to be 2 in the fall.
Yeah, I have some criticism. You need to exercise your dogs more. I'm sorry, this is just not. I'm phoning it in. I'm calling you. I'm recording you. But I understand though. On joking about that. But veterinarians apparently really appreciate the care that you give the dogs. I've heard too.
They do, yeah. And it's interesting enough. I just took so some of the dogs that just finished the 1,000-mile Yukon quest will be on my Iditarod team, and I just took them to a vet check where the vets totally checked them over, and they were like, I can't believe some of these dogs just ran 1,000 miles. They're incredible. And they even said a couple of them were a little chunky.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow. Well, maybe if you skimped on the diet a little bit.
So when these guys are running a 1,000-mile race, they'll burn 10 to 12,000 calories a day.
God.
So
wow.
They're eating machines. Yeah.
Well, I'll say congratulations and then also good luck, right? Because
Thank you very much.
And one more time, the websites.
TagishLakeKennel.com or YukonWinterAdventures.com or SouthernLakesResort.com.
Of course, because we love the resort. And I hear there's there's hockey out here later too.
There is, yeah. Bring your padding.
Okay, I'll be on your team. You can take maybe some of the dogs will be goalkeepers, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Well, thanks so much for having us. It was great.
Thanks a lot for coming.
It's never too early to start thinking about your next holiday. Have you checked out Mexico recently? From tequila tasting, swimming with horses, to ziplining through the jungle and watching whales and dolphins in their natural habitat, Puerto Vallarta has it all. Visit mexico.jbonair.com to see all the fun PV has to offer. That's at mexico.jbonair.com for hundreds of photos, interviews, and videos from around the tourist hotspot. Check out mexico.jbonair.com for all the fun. That's mexico.jbonair.com.
Jeremy Bradley here, live in Yukon. It's, what is it? After 1 a.m. I'm with a bunch of fools standing on a frozen lake looking up at the sky. Who wants to tell us what we're doing? Go ahead, let's introduce. Go ahead.
Hello, I'm Kim. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and we are standing here waiting for the Northern Lights to come out.
How long have we been standing out here?
I would say about nearly 3 hours.
Which is about the same time people have been sleeping already. You realize that, right?
Exactly.
And you're doing this to, children. There's youngsters out here that you're putting them through this, right?
Yes, and one of them's not happy about it, but the other one's hanging in there.
Well, let's get serious for a second. You're visiting the area. Is this your first time to Northern Canada?
Yes, it's our first time to Northern Canada, and it's just magnificent. We love it. It's beautiful.
And how long have you been here so far?
We've been here a day, so we're still trying to recover from our long flight up here. But we've got nearly 2 weeks, and we're really looking forward to it.
Well, look at the excitement just tonight that we're having here. Isn't this incredible?
I know. Goodness, if we can stand out every night for 3 hours in the freezing cold, it'll just make a holiday.
And people listening to this are going to think that we're joking. We're not really doing it. We really are standing on a lake, and it's 1 a.m, after 1, maybe 1:30, and we're looking up at the sky. We truly are doing that. So what else do you have planned while you're here?
We're going dog sledding, which is very exciting, and we're going to go check out another frozen lake in Lake Louise and maybe do some ice skating and go on a sled. So we'll see how we go, but seeing lots of snow for the first time.
This must be temperature shock for you, or no?
A huge temperature shock. Yeah, it's we have on about 10 layers of clothes at the moment, and I still can't feel my fingers and toes.
I think you'll ease into it after. How long you're here for in Canada anyway?
Yeah, nearly 2 weeks. So hopefully by the end of it we'll be really ready and not feeling the cold and thinking that minus 10 degrees is balmy.
What's the temperature like right now back at home? You were saying earlier it's really quite hot.
It is. It's about 32 degrees Celsius. So we're missing a lovely week of 32 every week.
We were saying that it was 32 here, just in Fahrenheit. It wasn't quite exact.
That's exactly right. I was trying to make it sound positive for the kids, but I'm not sure.
We can spin it that way. Well, and let's talk about where we are too, because there's these beautiful cottages at the resort here. That's incredible, and the views, as you saw earlier today.
Yeah, this resort is amazing. It's just serene. It's so quiet. It's like you're in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by these massive snow-capped mountains. And it's just beautiful, like no place I've ever seen before.
We've got some of the great scenic pictures on our website. It's winter.jbonair.com. So if you want to see some great Northern Lights pictures, Google it. We don't have those, but we do have of the dog sledding. We've got of the mountains. We've got of the cabins here. So thanks for joining us, and I hope you have a great time here.
Thank you very much.
All right, so let's get back to the music now here on our show.
We hear you chirping. Get scribbling. Tweet up the Scribble at The Scribble Show. Join the discussion with Jeremy Bradley. It's all going down right now on Twitter at The Scribble Show and at thescribbleshow.com.
And I want to thank our friends at Travel Yukon for making the trip possible, and we always love a good time in Yukon, I gotta tell you. I was also arrested by the Keystone Cops. They stormed into a restaurant when we were having dinner one night. Thank you to the tourism board for that. Again, winter.jbonair.com for all the Yukon fun, winter.jbonair.com, and remember to subscribe to the Scribble podcast on SoundCloud and iTunes, and our website, once again, is thescribbleshow.com. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Want more Scribble? Check out thescribbleshow.com for past shows, celebrity interviews, cheapskate tips, and more. That's at thescribbleshow.com and on Twitter at The Scribble Show. The Scribble is a speak-free media presentation.
If you want some real heat